And we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the evolution of the minifig. We're going to start with page 2. We only made it to page 2 of the 2018 minifigs.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go get the shares. I'm gonna go get the share screen so we can cover the second page, and then we'll get and then at the end of the stream, we'll get at least halfway, or at least to the end of the first page or whatever. Maybe not even that of 2020. Holy shit!
We'll get this little trick or treat thing off.
We, yeah, we're sharing. Yeah, so starting off with some Harry Potter stuff. You know what? I do like that Slytherin emblem right there. I do like that.
I like this color green in general, so I kind of wish they made some without the Slytherin, but yeah, it's a good symbol. Love the
And by
color.
this time, I think that torso was getting on 10 years old.
And that apple tank top.
That was getting on about a couple years old at that point.
Oh.
The plaid torsos, I think, came out just after the Lego moving. The Vangelis torso again. Now, if you don't know what we mean by the Vangelis torso, go watch part 7 on my channel.
Yeah, we just had a whole spiel about it.
That's Luke in the back to tank. I always like those details, and you can see that they can't make up their mind if they want Luke's hair to be the light or the dark tan.
Wait, innie or outie? I think he has an Audi, not a car, a belly button.
And also the old version of Luke Skywalker. You know, I'm not gonna say Aquaman, Jason Momoa vibes or anything. Oh wait,
It's the hair. It's very luxurious. More elves.
yeah.
I love that hairpiece. Probably
I
the most.
always liked her.
She's a really fun character. So all of her minifigs are also really fun. One of the
Now,
other ones I favor of her, she has a lion headpiece.
yeah. The only bad thing is that she has the cloth skirt, not the hard plastic skirt.
And I can't remember underneath of that, and maybe another minifig, but it's a printed version of that skirt.
Hmm. And I always liked the Mad Eye Moody's too because of the printing for the eyeglass.
Yeah, that was clever.
And
The only
also,
other
that torso kind of gives me a little bit of Lone Ranger vibes.
lot of buckles. Hi, General Tron. Welcome in.
Hey Tron, you missed out on part 7, so welcome to part 8. And you notice that they're using the Widow's Peak hair from some of the Jokers and Vampires for Madame Hooch.
Yeah, I like actually when they change it later on.
And also, this girl from Jurassic World uses the Ginny Weasley hair from Harry Potter.
Amazing.
There's the Vestas employees we were talking about on part 7. With the Vestas V.
Maleficent.
And you know what? Something I got to say about this torso is whenever I see this torso, I always think of the airline attendants from the 2010 airport sub theme of the city theme because of that purple scarf and the grey coat. And
Oh,
that
Johnny.
printed face almost looks like something from the Emoji Movie.
Johnny G, you're in the vertical stream. I did stream vertically and horizontally just to give it a try, see how it goes. But you don't see General Tron because he's in the horizontal version and you're in the vertical one.
On part 7, we talked about how I think that Star of Life right there is too big.
Why is it too big? Maybe because like I feel like you see it very well, and I like it, but I wouldn't know because I don't
It's
see these
probably because it,
uniforms in real life. Oh no, did we lose Mayo? I think we may have lost Mayo. Talk to chat while we wait for him to come back. He will. He'll be back. Johnny G, you're a boomer. How do you switch? So the only way I could figure out how to switch is maybe the description of Mayo's video that we were all just on. There's a link in there that should probably bring you to this horizontal version. Either way, going to my page and going to the live sections should bring you to the horizontal version. Miss Heather, recap. What are we going to recap on? On all of them? Hi,
I couldn't.
Mayo.
Yeah, I couldn't hear any of that because I had to put my laptop on charge.
That's okay. We're helping Johnny G try to get to the horizontal version so he can be in the same chat with General Tron.
Okay, yeah. Let's see if you attract any of the doom scrolls.
Yeah. Which, believe it or not, there are more people in vertical live than there are in horizontal live right now. So,
What's the ratio?
four on horizontal, and well, actually now it's gone down. It's 3 on vertical. It was 5.
Yeah, I think I've said everything I needed to say about the elite details in these Star Wars figs.
They're just really good. How many different versions are there? That's the only other question. I
Horda,
can't figure out how many stormtrooper versions there are.
Horda can tell us. Now, by this time, they were including more of the dark blue in the construction workers now.
Yes, that was a mermaid bottom on that Batman fig, Frankenfrog. I love that one. It's so funny.
Now, is Frankenfrog a new viewer to your channel?
I believe so. Today's first day I've seen him. Welcome in, Frankenfrog. Mojo Jojo. Fucking love him. Got him as part of my full Powerpuff Girls collection. I grew up on that show though, so
Something we complained about previously is I don't like how the criminals have their prison undershirts.
yeah, I get why, but yeah, a lot of the criminal torsos I like, and I could see them being used more in other ways if they didn't have the white and gray striped tank top underneath,
Yeah,
shirt
because
underneath.
a lot of the figs here have that problem.
That lumberjack looking one is one of them. I really like it, but that kind of ruins it for me with the gray and white stripes.
Yeah, compared to the official prison shirts. And also
I,
the police by this time were getting more dark blue and also some of the sand blue.
all kinds of different variations of police in this 2018 went crazy.
Yeah, that's when they made the mountain police in the city theme. Because remember when they had the forest police in 2012?
Don't remember exactly, but thanks for the reminder. I think I remember.
This is this is Mrs. Incredible without the stretchy arms.
I'm glad they included Miss Potts from Beauty and the Beast. She is a character, so she does count. It is her minifigure.
Why don't you tell Johnny why you can't do the scrolling?
I would love to. So I have this handy dandy Apple device that doesn't allow me to share a pop-up screen with StreamYard. So therefore, I can't actually do this scrolling part, unfortunately. I wish I could have control, but it's okay. I like the way Mayo scrolls. Yeah. Hi, Billy. Welcome in. Hey, Hoarder.
Um, is Billy a new viewer to your channel now?
I think so. He was over there watching us over there, and here we are, enjoying more minifig talk.
So, if you are a new viewer, what can they do on your channel, Heather?
They certainly can subscribe so they can get more Lego minifig content like this. But they can also go check out the Minifig Club at theminifigclub.com and find us on social media because you can sign up for a monthly subscription of minifigs to be shipped straight to your house. We also sell really cool daily deals of minifigs, accessories, greenery, little tiny builds, poly bags, all minifig related, really. There is like some promo code out there if somebody wants to share it in chat. You can get
Well,
25% off your first monthly bundle.
well, if Cal was here, he'd be talking about it.
Yeah, I gave them all the other good stuff though.
Oh, my other laptop is
Oh
finished
man.
charging. Has finished charging, so I'll be able to do my homework after this stream.
Perfect. Only 500 words left.
Yeah, and then I'll be done.
Nebulous.
I'll be done for the semester, and only about 500 more orders you guys have to send out
Yes,
for the
we'll get
TMC.
through it.
I always like the minifigures that have the one eye, and that has a mohawk.
Yeah, General Tron, it is wild. I'm giving it a go. I do like the doom scrollers, popping up when you meet new people, make new friends that way. But it is a little to get used to.
Yeah, and also by this time, I think that torso was about 10 years old now for the trains.
Outrider.
And you can tell that this torso was getting really old because that has so much less detail than some of the construction workers we saw earlier. That looks like that looks like it belongs in the early 2000s, not the late 2010s by this time.
Well, you don't have to have the change, Johnny G. We're over here doing it both ways. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and there's Chris Pratt.
There he is. There he is again. It's destiny that he probably is gonna pop up on like every episode here forward. Oh, I like that painters from the city stuff. The detail because they actually have all those different color paints all over his overalls.
The
One of my
paint
faves.
stains.
And I believe Sisu likes to use those pants on his sig fig.
So where is Zelda right now?
I don't know. That's a good question because I thought he was here with us on the Mayo stream, but he might be being a teacher grading papers and he's just listening instead of typing.
And Dina's trying to be a team player.
Yeah. Dina, clown. Pause, go back. Clown. Um, you don't get to see the gloriousness of that hat as well on that screen, so I will show you over here. He has a printed flower and it's a split color. So like that portion of his hat is teal and the other is green. So printed blue, really good clown. He's cute.
And I'm sorry, but I think those lines are way too thick for the late 2010s. Like especially around the buttons and the badge, those lines are way too thick in my opinion.
Yeah, they could have been more fine. Is
And
that
I don't know where, I don't know what set this came with, but they were doing some throwbacks to vintage stuff. That's a 1989 torso.
yeah, I was like, that's it. We talked about that torso ages ago.
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Wonder what they put him
because
at.
back in the 80s there were less than 200 minifigures per year. Now there's well over 500. And you can see how much the pirates got upgraded over time. But something I did like with the building better, no, sorry, with the building bigger thinking sets is they had the plain torsos.
Good for printing on. Sorry.
Yeah, and I used that torso to make my Zabadak minifigure. And this almost looks like the upscaled minifigure. Just imagine
Almost.
a baseball cap instead of a helmet.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
And see what I'm talking about with the difference between the thick lines and the thin lines? They were inconsistent at this time.
Like you can see the pocket lines are finer. Yeah.
More speed champions. What's that brand?
Porch.
Yeah, I can't tell what brand that.
Mobile and porch.
Well, that says Porsche. I'm not seeing the Porsche. No, sorry, no, that's not the actual name. I'm not seeing the Porsche logo anywhere. I can see the ExxonMobil logo, but I'm not seeing the Porsche. See, the
Maybe on the
weird
back.
the weird thing um with with Porsche is it's kind of like, well, Porsche is kind of like Target. People who could never afford a Porsche say Porsche, thinking that's the fancy name, but the actual name is Porsche, as is
Good job.
evident as is evident in that one episode of Friends.
It's okay, because in the American language, we don't pronounce E's like a That's okay.
Yeah. So more of the Porsche drivers.
Prince Eric. Princess
And you,
Leia.
yeah, you think back to how much less detailed Princess Leia hair had in the mid 2000s. Such an upgrade.
That's a good hairpiece. I like her outfit too, honestly. If it didn't have that weird little badgy thing up here, I would just take it as some sort of like ski
Whoa, what's
suit.
this from Powerpuff Girls?
Princess Morbucks. I have her too.
That's a wild hairpiece.
It is so big, that head. It's all one piece. Hold on, there's an orange puffer fish too. I only knew of the purple one. I need that.
Again, with with the thick lining. Ugh. See, because you compare that to the thin lining that
Me too.
Professor Professor Umbridge got.
Mm,
So much she looks so much better with her lining. And if you remember the original Professor Quill, the turban piece is so much more detailed.
oh yeah. There's actually like folds in the fabric.
Yeah, because they came up a long way with the upgrades in 17 years when that figure came out.
Frankenfrog remembers Princess Morba. She's spoiled. She's a spoiled brat. Oh, I love that neck piece that we just passed on that Severus Snape when he was dressed up as a woman.
I don't remember that in the movie.
Oh, okay. So he had to dress up or got switched over something somehow magically, and that was his outfit, and that's a
And also,
animal of sorts.
we're,
It looks
we're gonna get a zoom in right there. Where's Zelda?
that is actually really good detail to see. I didn't know that until now that that's a cat holding a mouse
Yeah,
draped around his neck.
yeah. Where's Zelda? I always liked Professor Trelawney because of the detail in her
Yeah.
torso.
I even love her hair piece with the
Yeah,
bandana with the printed piece. That's very unique. Popcorn. Oh, he's so cute.
that's the
Weird.
Dude torso.
Dude Jude. Where is Dude Jude?
Yeah.
Trelawney's a Heather or
What?
or a heater.
Octane! Now this is almost like the upscaled Octane worker minifigure.
It is, right? He has a red helmet.
It's almost, but they plastered the Octane in the big lettering, more of the CMFs, that race car driver.
Mm-hmm. He's hard to find though because that big plastic piece, I guess a lot of people liked him.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Shell is better. Gas? A shell over Octane.
Well, if you're from the 80s, you'd be more inclined to say that. If you were from the 90s, you'd say the opposite.
Series 18. Wake up, Dina. Oh, my phone thinks I said something else that has nothing to do.
Oh, that's a cool hairpiece.
That is,
I've never
if,
seen that before.
do you see how much it costs? The value?
That's crazy expensive.
Holy moly.
And also, this was the time where they were coming up with the hands that had two hands per arm.
Oh, yeah, because Stitch had that too.
Again, with the ugly pearl gold on the Nexo Knights. I think this was about the time they came out with that sports um, um emblem thing for some of the outdoor minifigures. This is the Elvis Presley from the Downtown Diner modular.
He's so cute. I like his hair. It reminds me of Steve the Hair Harrington from
Uh,
Stranger Things.
and as we go over these child Rons, remember the ugly Rons from 2001?
Oh, God. And their big, fluffy bowl haircuts of orange.
You just can't get over the bowl shape.
I
I
don't like them.
Yeah, it was really bad hair. I think the hair pieces on the original Ron was terrible, but the eyes were even worse.
Oh, oh, those were a nightmare. I could go forever not ever seeing them again, to be honest.
Because out of all of the Harry Potter characters that they were still making almost 20 years after the originals, I think Ron Weasley had the best and most needed upgrades when they relaunched the Harry Potter theme in this year. Ron had by far the best upgrades because Ron was by far the ugliest Harry Potter minifigure back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, he was.
he was so creepy and ugly looking. It
Mm.
did not look like the actor at all.
I'm sure he was disappointed in that one as well, I would hope. And yes, Hoarder, I also agree Lego needs to step up their hairpiece game. I feel like they are lacking severely. Like I play Sims and I often think Sims doesn't have enough hair options. Hair can
And
be
now,
done so many
and
different ways.
now, everyone's favorite Star Wars character, Rose. Not.
Oh, I do love this Rowena Ravenclaw character though. She's
Yeah.
very cute, very useful in any and everything, castle, witchy, wizardy.
Yeah, because by this time the dress pieces now got the curve at the bottom. It wasn't just a 2 by 2 by 2 um sloped
Slope.
piece dress.
Yeah. Ugh, I
I
think
think
that
this was
minifig.
actually no. This was originally for Series 5 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that promo.
Unless it was like some kind of Christmas thing, maybe. I don't know. Like a
You know,
Ninjago movie.
by this time, because of the Ninjago movie, they were really good at making some of the more secondary characters in Ninjago.
Mhm. Salazar Slytherin.
Oh, I like this for Tron Legacy.
Huh. Those little shorties. What are they called again? Those short superhero minifigs? Micro, mighty.
And the mighty micros. Also, around this time, they were making sand versions of the Star Wars characters.
And troopers. So they look dirty, but sand
And
colored.
so, hey, what are you guys doing for that winter cooking and booking thing?
Oh, we have another mock competition with prizes. So another 16 by 16 base plate is our rule. Nothing really outside of that. Just build it on a 16 by 16 and it should be Christmas themed.
So, how did they enter their mocks?
They can enter their mocks by sending a photo of their build to the Clickin' and Brickin' Instagram channel. Those bats are also pretty hard to get. And oh my God, there's a yellow and green one. Where is Zizu?
Yeah,
Zizu
where was
knows so
Zelda?
much information on this. Those are pretty hard to come by. They were part of the elf set that's now retired, but I didn't realize they came in so many different colors. Oh, Sheriff Deadpool, look at the value.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive.
Put
Well,
that up on the,
we shouldn't say that because Cal is not here, man.
that is a really good looking fig. Oh, I wish we could see the back of him.
Sadly, not. This torso was getting almost 10 years old now.
It's such a good one though. I do like that one.
More of the Juju torsos. The skeleton with the posable arms. The skeleton with the bent arms.
And why does he have a short leg? How come that doesn't make any sense to me?
Yeah, that's something Ninjago related, but this is the Minecraft.
Minecraft with enchanted helmet. Get vicious and more. Okay, more Minecraft stuff is popping up. So we
Oh, red hair. This is if people have watched previous parts, you know that I like to shine a spotlight on the minifigures with the red hair.
Here you go, Johnny G. Yeah, Zizu and Dina seem to have gone missing. So if they're hanging out in private, shit for shame.
Yeah. I think this was from a Star Wars advent calendar.
That's so cute. I like that. And I also think that snowman was in an ad.
And that's a different face for that Octane eraser.
Sweating it. Oh, good collectible minifig right there, that spider suit guy.
And this is the trendsetter CMF when she's driving her car to cheerleader practice.
Like the Paris Hilton minifig or something.
Yes. Yes.
And who's this? Is that Chris Pratt again?
Is it?
Lord Chris Pratt. Sorry,
Hmm.
Star Lord.
Yeah. Star Lord Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
man. And there's Steve. Pre-Jack Black Steve, of course.
Yeah. The better Steve. And also, there's a version of Jane right there. And that's the rubric sig fig when he's at work.
Supergirl. That's fun.
I like the way they started emphasizing Superman's hair curl around this time.
Yeah, that's kind of a signature piece of Superman. I feel like it should be on all of his hair pieces.
Now, this girl reuses Sharon Shoehorn's torso from the Lego movie. Abs.
Ooh. Ah, look at that guy. Look at all them abs. He has abs on his abs.
Yeah, there was a lot of figs around this era that had abs.
Somebody at Lego must have been on some like,
I've always
steroids
liked,
or something.
I've always liked the big figs. There's a Thanos,
I think I have him.
and this was from the pop up a book set.
He's good. I like his torso. I like his look. The giant.
And there's the Joker with the widow's hairpiece I was talking about on part 7.
And yellowish teeth. I like that.
That looks like his teeth has his waist on it. What's up with this Joker? Oh my god.
Very, very cartoony.
It's a Mighty Micros version.
Where was Brett?
That's the big bad wolf.
Oh, yeah. So the granny, the big bad wolf, that he's wearing Granny's pajamas that we were just seeing, and then the little Red Riding Hood. Jurassic World, Harry Potter. I love her hairpiece, that dual molded hair and hat. Yeah, I don't even know her name. I just really like her. She cute. Tony Stark. Hoodie. Ooh.
You know,
Oh,
he
is
has
that?
that's one of the rare minifigures from this time that had the sheen in their torso.
I was just
The
about to point
very
that out.
the very faded silver printing.
It's on his pants too, actually. Them pantalones.
So that it shines ever so slightly.
Yeah, General Tron, that sideways face on Joker was
I,
weird.
I always liked the train workers from the 2010s that had the olive green. They need to make more of them in the freight train sets, I think.
I get what you're saying now, Brett, about the Brett thing, the Joker thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a policy where I'm personally not going to talk about that stuff. More of the Marilyn Monroe here. The trolley
They
witch.
probably have that hair in every color, I feel like. Maybe not every color.
Oh, wow. Look at that molded head in Star Wars.
Yeah. Wait, it looks similar to that Planet of the Apes guy.
Yeah,
That's the
very.
same mold?
It might be.
Just different printing, I
Also,
think.
this is another minifigure I think
I
of Hot Top.
I like her.
Ultraviolet.
She's cool looking. Underminer.
Unicorn.
Oh, I was gonna say, love it. They have that's a good shield with that one too. No, they don't show it. Those Unikitties are so cute.
Now
Huh,
this.
Alfred.
Now, do you remember when we talked about the Jailbreak Joe minifigure from the 90s?
He,
This
yeah,
this Vacation Alfred reminds me of Jailbreak Joe from the 90s.
maybe that was a callback too. Everybody else's swimsuit is like normal kind of swimsuit beach stuff. I love the Batman one though. That's coming up soon.
I still have no idea what these van biters from Nexo Nights were supposed to be.
It had something to do with computers and robots, but I didn't watch Nexo Night, so
There's another Karen here. And there is Jude's beanie. Wonder Twin Powers activate. Form of a hawk. Shape of
whereas
shape of Agena's tampon. Now, if anyone knows what that's a reference to, you get a cookie.
Sisu,
Is
welcome
Zelda
back.
welcome back, Zelda. We were wondering where you were. We passed minifigures earlier that had cats on them, so now I'm changing my avatar.
And the bats from elves and everything.
A different style of baby.
That is actually, if you go back up, there's a trivia question for anybody that's actually interested. But that is the smallest minifig.
Again with the ugly pearl gold that I don't like. Also, olive green versions
Oh
of
wait,
Yoda. I think the olive green Yodas are the best Yodas.
yeah, that looks more like sand green is not. I don't think that's his right color.
I remember one of the reasons why I like Zane is because of that min- of that military
Horizontal Johnny G.
grade haircut that they came out with in the early 2000s.
Johnny G, he's in the horizontal chat.
Yeah, if anyone can't see any other person's messages, that's because they're in the other chat, either horizontal or vertical. And you know what I was saying earlier about fine lines? Look, fine lines. That is the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Also has little Illuminati triangles, like the music video for Seven Nation Army. And that's the end of 2018, people.
Oh, wow.
My
That was
goodness, that was so
an
many.
hour and a half
an hour,
of
an
one
hour,
year.
an hour and a half to get through all 800 something minifigures from 866 minifigures from 2018. I don't even think we're going to bother trying to attempt 2020 because that's just going to be so long. We've only got we're 20 minutes to the hour. So
Yeah.
why don't we ask the chat if there's any mini figures they want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Because
We got 20. We just
because me personally, I don't think there's enough time
to start.
today
Yeah.
to start 2020. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take us both of the two parters for the next 10 weeks or so to finish the evolution. It will take us until the end of the year if there's going to be 800 to 1,000 minifigures for 2021, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking
crazy.
of the rest of the year, we have a schedule coming up that includes some holidays.
Yeah,
So we'll have to
because
figure
we
out.
because we streamed on Halloween, and we'll end up streaming on Black Friday. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, I know you guys might be busy, but if you happen to miss us, try not to or rewatch. But it's way more fun with you guys here.
Yeah, because if anyone ever misses out on any of these parts, there's a playlist on my channel, and I saw that you have a playlist on your channel.
I did. I followed your lead. It was such a great idea. So either way, if you're on Mayo's channel or my channel, you'll be able to find a playlist of all of these episodes in
Because
one place.
I noticed that you included one of the Clickin' and Brickin' episodes. I guess you were talking about minifigs in one of them. Mm.
I may have accidentally, because while I was sorting, thank you for pointing that out. I'll have to go check and see which one that is, because I started another playlist for clicking and bricking episodes. So I gotta probably reorganize that out of there.
Yeah, because in my playlist we got all well by the end of this stream we'll have all of the 8 parts plus the first one we did on your channel on a Tuesday, no, sorry, on a Monday night in I think that was late September is when we did our first dual co-host stream together. It was
Yeah, we just
late September.
and we went over BAM minifig parts
Ye-
specifically.
Yeah, because there was that article on Jay's Brick blog about all the ones since 2020.
Yeah, I think there was a chunk though that I feel like we couldn't start from the beginning. Well, what if we tried to do that?
I'm
There
not
was.
not sure if there's any sources that we can go to. So if anyone knows of any sources, please let us know so that we can search for it.
Well, what's
And
crazy is I actually went to Jay's Brick vlog like the following day after our stream, and I was able to see the older
really,
ones. So I was curious why you weren't able to.
yeah, I don't know, but you know what? If you want to go over some of those, is that still? Wait, no, you're not on a computer because I was going to say go into your browser history, but you're on your iPad.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Or if you can remember the name of the article or whatever.
Yeah, no, I found it straight on Jay's Brick vlog. Thank you, baby.
I'm going to Jay's Brick blog just on the chance that you remember what the name of the article was. I don't think I understand that, Zelda.
Live replay gang.
I'm going to see what comes up uh, under under BAM.
Yeah, so I searched BAM and I go to like the last page, which seems to be 12
Yeah.
pages. Like a moving
Yeah,
minifigure.
but at that point, he's going over some of the CMFs from 2014. So
Um, do, 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 do. Well,
I can see Christmas 2020 BAM pieces. Let's just check that out very quickly. I'm gonna open a new share screen because I don't remember if we covered this in the first stream we ever did together. There was
yeah.
these. Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. Ooh, and Christmas is right around the corner, so this is perfect. I love that little girl elf and her pink hat.
Yeah, because if you compare the Santas that we covered from 2018 to that Santa from 2020, there was slight upgrades in the printing, ever so slightly. More so with the Santa face than anything else.
Yeah. So like his jacket and belt they just look a little refreshed maybe. But yeah, space. Although under the beard, I think the elf and these the gift print tiles is probably my favorite in this whole
Yeah, they need to make
band
more of that.
setup.
They need to make more of that printed tile, in my opinion.
Yes, because you can make it in so many different varieties. Hey, never too old, welcome in.
Um,
Let's
yeah,
see.
because we covered the 2021 stuff. We covered all of
Yeah,
them. Yeah,
yeah,
I think we were just missing out on the 2020s. But I
yeah.
don't remember us covering things from
No,
BAM.
were those were really good. I feel like the bear suit guy has his face is holding his breath, so he's got like puffy cheeks or he's sweating, one of the two. Does he have blue face?
Oh
Hmm.
my God, there's Emmasaurus.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, so yeah, I think those were the oldest ones we didn't. What a what good news 2-4. I don't understand. Yeah. So Johnny was saying, yeah, we could rewatch all Mayo's content, and Mayo could comment about his own comments and grade each stream. I am not grading my own stream. That's for everyone else to do. You can go back and watch my old streams and tell me how bad they were. Like, go back to my channel, search in the streams, and you'll see my first ones from March 2021, before I even knew that StreamYard had a free account, and I was doing it all on YouTube software. Oh my God.
There we go. I fixed that playlist too, so it doesn't have the clicking and
Yeah.
breaking.
Yeah. So, Crimson, did you come here from my Instagram stories, or are you one of Heather's subscribers?
Hi, Crimson. Welcome in. Sounds like a never too old friend, maybe.
No, Crimson's one of my Skywind friends.
Oh,
Oh yeah, 2-4 got sponsorship.
nice. Saw it on his recommended. Oh, welcome in. We just went over all the 2018 minifigs. Took us
Oh,
over an
okay. So
hour and a half.
maybe, so maybe, um, so maybe this stream came up in Crimson's algorithm because my name's in the title. Maybe.
But he did say, no, Mayo, I am never too old's friend.
But I knew Crimson before I knew 2-4. But then everyone ends up overlapping, and that's how we all network with each other.
Facts. We are all friends.
So if anyone has anything has anything minifigure related they want us to talk about, let us know. And until Zelda at comments again, I'm going back to my normal avatar.
Now, I would like to know if anybody has seen and or has gotten excited for the next CMF series. Series 28, not rumored to be, but they have officially shown us what these costume figs are. Animal suit
I'm gonna try find a
costumes,
photo about that if I can.
because I must have them all. There aren't always the need for me to have all of them, but this time there is.
Because I want to take a photo. No, so I want to get a shot of one of these things, and you'll eventually see why. I want to briefly talk about this. Yes, I'm going to get a share screen up in here. Okay, Zelda is still there. We're going back to the kitty cat.
No.
Yes, I'm gonna share this screen.
There we have it, folks.
Now
All and it's
the comments in the way of some of them, but you can see most of the CMFs.
yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny's right. The drop bear is a heater, and not only is there a koala here, but it's holding a boomerang piece.
Why is it called a drop bear? I thought it
Perhaps,
was a koala.
yeah. Well, there's 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 mythical connections between about that Johnny might talk about in the comments. I don't know anything about the drop bears. All I know is that people say that when you go up into the hills and there are signs for koalas, those signs are actually for drop bears. That's what my mum said when we drive up in the hills and there's signs for koalas.
Are drop bears something different, or is it just another reference to a koala bear? I'm confused.
Yeah, it's a reference of some type, but I don't know what exactly
Okay.
the lore of drop bears. But anyway, that's my favorite. Oh,
Zelda said he must have the fish, the lion, and the parrot. Look at
I
that fish.
I really only
That
need the koala. You could tempt me to get the peacock because of the NBC logo though.
I do want the peacock. The peacock's one of my top fave of this set. The peacock and the parrot. But that fish also probably in the top three if I had to. Top five, froggy
Yeah.
and lion.
Here's a question for everyone in the chat. What's your Mount Rushmore of these minifigures? For me, one is the koala, two is the peacock, three would probably have to be the monkey, and four would probably have to be the bird with with the bird food.
Yes.
That's probably my Mount Rushmore rankings for these. And I have to say, my least favorite is probably the bunny because we've gotten so many other bunnies before, of which some of them were from the year 2018.
Yeah. Oh, have a good night, General Tron.
I almost
I
I almost think that the bunny is a waste of a slot for
I
this.
agree. We do have a lot of bunnies, so the only thing that's different about this one is that it has a bent ear. And the color is more of a, I guess, neutral color. It's not white, it's not green, it's not brown, but it is like a neutral color. If I had to give three, the bottom slot believe it or not, it's gonna be the cat, the dog, and yeah,
Wait,
maybe.
wait. So, so did you just say that the cat is one of the bad ones?
I'm just like it's underwhelming. And like no joke, we kind of have cats. We have a bunch of I have these cat nurses up here, but like the tail and the whole idea of like a cat head. Hermione has that cat mold already, I believe, or something similar from when she turned into a cat in Harry Potter. So it's like I'm just it's underwhelming. And the dog. I love dogs, but that's just kind of underwhelming for me.
Yeah, because we've gotten sharks, bunnies, cats, and dogs as minifigure costumes before.
So yeah, I guess the more unique ones that are like new, I'm I love, love, love.
Um, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Hoarder, because that's 6, and a Mount Rushmore is 4. So is that is that the ones that you're interested in? That you for sure want to use the scan app to buy or something? So
Peacocks.
Johnny likes the peacock like I like the peacock.
Can I tell you a fun fact? It's not actually called a peacock unless it's a boy. So I guess this is a peacock because these birds are peafowls, and a boy peafowl is a peacock, and a girl peafowl is a peahen. Mhm.
That's a funny joke, but we're not going to talk about that too far.
Yeah. So just a little fun fact for you guys out there.
Yeah, because that's because so to repeat, my Mount Rushmore for this series is 1 the koala, 2 the peacock, 3 the monkey, 4 the bird with the bird food box, and my Mount Rushmore of NBA players: 1 Michael Jordan, 2 LeBron James, 3 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 4 Kobe Bryant. Mount Rushmore of NFL quarterbacks: 1 Tom Brady, 2 Joe Montana, 3 Peyton Manning, 4 Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, no more sports balls over here on Heather's channel. So let's go
Who's the
back to the
actual?
best
Who are,
accessories in these, and I'm going to say are the printed accessories. So you've got the fish flakes, the bubbles from the frog, and the parrot crackers or food. Best accessories. Oh, also, I happen to really be excited for the ball of yarn because I think this is the second time we've had a ball of yarn because the other CMF was the cat guy, dad, man. And I am a crocheter, so I've always kind of wanted a minifig to be able to have some balls of yarn so maybe she can like be depicted crocheting or something.
um
So
wait
love that.
wait where's the crochet thing?
Well, there isn't, but you can use the Harry Potter wands or the chopsticks, maybe set them in like a basket so it looks like you have like knitting hooks, not necessarily a crochet possibility since those are tiny hooks, but
And
it
I
at
wonder
least can set the scene.
and I wonder um if Garrett Crochet likes to do crochet, and if you can tell me who Garrett Crochet is, then you get a cookie.
Am I supposed to?
No, I just put out
Okay.
the orb. I just put out the orb of confusion again.
Yeah. The bird
Anyway,
and the bird.
we're coming up on the hour, so I don't think we anticipate going on much longer.
No, I think an hour is good, and we got all the 2018 done. And
Yeah,
everybody learned something new today.
yeah. We we learned that 2018 they like to make the Cowan hair. I guess that was trending on social media, and also we learned that they were really into the 6-pack abs then.
Facts.
And we also learned that some of the lines on torsos were really inconsistent.
Yes.
And some of you might now have learned who Garrett Crochet is.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching another double episode special of the evolution of the minifig. Stay tuned
So
for next time. We're going to go over 2020.
Yes, 2020 for parts 9 and 10, which will be in 2 weeks. In 23 hours. No, sorry, in 22 hours, I'm gonna be doing an end of semester live stream on my channel, so that'll be 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. Everyone that's in the jungle will get an invite, and I'm probably gonna continue building the minifigure vending machine, especially if Heather's there, because that set is the Heather set in my opinion.
Love that set.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah, and so especially if you know that I own your sig fig, I might put your sig fig in to one of the capsules for the vending machine, if you end up being there.
That's right. You are doing that. Okay, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by.
Bye, guys.
PTFN. Ta-ta for now.